welcome back to our channel. Ruth here, and in today's video I'm excited to share with you 5 vital steps in making your 2022 resolution. I'm so excited for 2022 and I trust you are too. So let's get started. The first vital step in making your 2022 resolution is you must choose a goal. Now it's so important that you have a clear goal, because if your goals are vague, then you can't really take steps to actually walk towards it. And but if your goals are really clear, then you'll be able to know exactly what you need to do to actually achieve that goal. In my view, I think it's important to actually have goals in different areas. For me personally, I tend to have goals for my health, for business, for income, and also for my career development, because I've got different areas of interest. Now for yourself, it might be a goal for your hobby. So for example, if you want to learn a musical instrument, you might want to say, well, by the 31st of December 2022, I would like to have learned C major, D major, E major, etc. Whatever it might be, make sure your goal is clear. Make sure you write it down. Make sure it's very, very specific. Number 2, put a time limit to it. It's so important that we actually put a time limit to achieving our goals. That's actually really important, and I actually apply it in my daily life as well, and I see it very, very obvious. For example, if on that day I need to do, let's say, 5 things, okay? So at the time of recording of this video, I'm a partner in a law firm, so usually that's important. I have to get into the office, deal with all my emails, submissions, court applications, etc. And then after that, because I'm running a couple of different businesses, I could be doing a mentoring session here or a business consulting session on Skype there. And then after that, I thought, oh, but perhaps I want to make a YouTube video, or I want to do the laundry, or I want to, cook a meal, whatever it might be. And if there's like a particular time frame that day, for example, if I have to rush to another meeting, like volunteering in my local church or whatever it might be, I feel like I'm actually more motivated to actually get up and go, you know what, I'm going to focus. I'm not going to linger around to see what's going on. And some of them say, if you want something done, give it to a busy person, because a busy person has deadlines, so they just get things done. And sometimes I notice that very, very seldom, but sometimes I do get the time where, let's say, a client has canceled, or I didn't have to go to this meeting anymore in the evening, and then I need to do these other things, and I feel like I'm just sort of lingering around a little bit, going pondering upon the next thing I need to be doing. So I feel like sometimes just having that deadline, that timeline, really, really helps us in accomplishing our goals. And I feel like it's a really, really important thing. So if you already have a goal, put a timeline to it. For example, if let's say your goal is to write a book in 2022, okay? So perhaps you'll say, well, I want to come up with like a draft first. Let's say you say, well, I want 10 chapters in my book. It's gonna be fiction. So chapter 1, I want to talk about this and that. So maybe for the first 3 months, you'll say, well, on every Saturday, between the hours of 8 and 10, I'm not gonna go out, not gonna watch Netflix. You actually be writing the ideas. And then for the next 3 months, maybe between April and June, you're gonna start typing in, maybe, I don't know, 1,000 words a day, and you're gonna block out your time and say, this time is non-negotiable, I'm gonna be writing. And then for the next 3 months, you might wanna be looking into design and book editing, and then finally publishing before the end of the year. So put a time frame to it, because if you do that, you will get it done. If you don't, trust me, time is just gonna fly by. It'll be the 31st of December 2022, and you look back and go, what have I done with my time? But if you put a time frame to it, 31st of December, you know what, you're gonna look back and go, oh my goodness, I have actually accomplished this particular goal. So go for it. Number 3, plan, plan, plan. There's a saying that goes this way: if you fail to plan, you plan to fail. I think planning is actually really, really important. I personally am big on planning. I plan everything. Okay, I even have like my 5-year vision and 10-year vision. Those are a lot broader. So I don't plan for 5 years from now, but I do plan on a yearly basis. So in terms of 2022, for example, I ask myself and I say, well, what do you want to see achieve on the 31st of December 2022? So I've got like my different goals and I go, well, I'm going to work backwards and I'm going to say, well, between the month of January and March, I'm going to focus on this project. And then the next quarter, I'm going to focus on that project, etc., etc. I even get it down to the months and the weeks and the days. I even schedule. So maybe not usually like a year ahead, but usually in that particular month, I'll look at what I need to do, be accomplishing. And then I'll say, well, this particular week, so I'll plan my week and I'll say this week I'm going to actually focus on this, and I block out my calendar. Let's say on a Tuesday night from 6 to 8, I'm going to actually be doing this. I'm going to say no to coffee, no to Netflix, no to everything else. I'm going to focus on my dream. And why is that important? That's because I believe that the little things that I do, even though it's not huge, but it's consistency that counts. The little time that you spend, if it's just 2 hours a week, if that particular action can actually make a difference for your family, in terms of your financial position in the next 5 years, if that's the one thing that could actually perhaps cause you to leave a legacy behind, how important is that goal to you? So it's not intensity that counts, it's consistency, because over time, your effort is going to accumulate and you're going to begin to see the results. But sometimes I understand, especially the first year, if you're trying to pursue something, you feel like you're plowing, it's difficult. And I've experienced that. I remember when I first started my first business, I was, working a day job. I was, a lawyer. I'm still a lawyer. I'm partner in a law firm now, so I've got more flexibility. But at the time, I didn't have a lot of flexibility, and I felt like I was being pulled in different ways. And so the first year in starting business was hard. I was like, well, I'm not really seeing the income coming in, But at the end of the year, I thought, my goodness, we've exceeded our goal. And then it gives you the momentum to run for the second year, and then you dream big for the third year, for the fourth year, for the fifth year. So don't underestimate what you can do in 5 years. And do not overestimate what you can do in the first year. So have a little bit of patience and just keep up the good work, okay? Number 4, get your mindset right. Now, in setting your 2022 resolution, it's so important that you have the right mindset. And I think that's where it all starts. If your mindset is right, your foundation is right. If your mindset is not right, then your foundation is shaken. What do I mean by that? Well, sometimes, things, circumstances, what people say, words could have hurt us, or bad decisions that, we might have made or a family member might have made could have affected our mindset in terms of like, oh, if I try this again, am I going to, be able to do this, or am I going to lose it again? Am I going to fail again? But it's so important that you start the year with the right mindset. It's time to actually lay aside every weight, time for you to put away all the negativity and go, you know what, I'm going to forgive so-and-so, going to forgive myself, going to forgive whoever you need to forgive, okay? And just put that aside and start afresh and say, you know what, if millionaires and billionaires have gone through bankruptcy and they've failed multiple times before they made it, that's okay. You need to begin to see failure as part of your journey to success, because failure is not the end. It's just part of the journey to success. So important that you actually get your mindset right and begin to see yourself achieving that dream and that goal, because if you can see it, you can seize it. Be confident in yourself. Number 5, finally, surround yourself with winners. Now, even as you go through 2022, you're going to actually see challenges, that will come your way. There'll be a day where, if you do like a Facebook ad for your business, you're not getting any sales, you're spending all this money. Or it could be that you're trying to lose weight and you finding yourself putting on weight in the first month, whatever it might be, you need to surround yourself with winners. Now, surrounding yourself with winners means surround yourself with people who are successful in that area of goal that you're trying to achieve. For example, if it's fitness that you're hoping for, then you need to actually begin to listen to podcasts or videos about healthy eating and food and workout, etc. So really begin to focus yourself in that area. If it's business or if it's finances, you want to become successful, or how to start a business, etc., it's time for you to actually really, I would say, drink contents, and listen to podcasts, read books that's going to help you to stay motivated and stay successful. Because at the end of the day, not all of us have the privilege to have a physical mentor or a winner. Now, it would be great if you can actually find a physical mentor who is great in business or great in your career, or a teacher who can actually teach you how to play a musical instrument, whatever your goals might be. But sometimes the thing is, your teachers and your mentors are not there for you or with you all the time, and sometimes they might be expensive to pay. So you can actually resort to electronic means. There's a lot of free resources out there today that you can actually glean on. So surround yourself with winners. Make sure you're actually keeping that motivation up by listening. There's a proverb that goes like this. It says, faith comes by hearing, and hearing. So the more you listen to something, the more faith you begin to build in yourself. So it's very, very important to actually keep yourself motivated in that regard. So I hope you enjoyed the content of today's videos. I am really excited for you for 2022, and my prayer is that you will achieve every single resolution that you hope for in 2022. And thank you so much for taking the time to watch the video. And last but not least, would you be so kind to hit the like and subscribe button so we can keep you motivated, but at the same time, it's going to mean the world to me. Thank you, and I'll see you next time. Bye.